Rivalries across the fruited plain from coast to coast, but in the South, where they say the game just means more, there's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers of Jordan Hare, this matchup has had it all. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back, looking for help. So Georgia's offense will go on the attack first. The Bulldogs pulled one out of the fire and beat Auburn in a close one the last time these two met.
Yeah, it was a really good one in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. We've seen so many great games in this matchup, and that was one of them. But Georgia came away with it.
Wasting no time taking a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Quick release by the QB. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the RPO, complete. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Auburn's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. He'll start this drive firing. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. They're dealing with a second and long. A little release to the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Back to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here's a heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Wide open downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Tigers will snap it on first and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the play fake. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A little screen to the running back. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They go to the ground. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over UCF. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. Knocked out of bounds, they're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Unloads quickly. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even bringing it out of the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Wants to go up top. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Auburn offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quarterback on the keeper. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down, they'll go to the air. Works the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in at the 40. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Quick strike complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Bringing the heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on second down. Here's the pressure. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
Ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants. Buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So, good luck stopping this cat.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking downfield on first down. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To the air on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force third and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, you've got ball hawks on the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Takes it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Handoff from the gun. Nice move there. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Finding an escape route. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Safe completion on the screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points, and you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man to the left. Knocked down at the 22. That's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hale. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. All by himself down the middle. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense takes matters into its own hands. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, the Deep South shuts down when the Tigers and Dogs get together, and that's the case again here today. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Auburn and Georgia plays out.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Auburn offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Auburn lines up quickly. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. He's going to take off. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Motion from the wideout. Another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Second down coming up. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Georgia sends out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Back to the ground game on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got his man.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Leaves it with the running back. Runs through the tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On the move, he fires. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Georgia lining up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in. It's Hale. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Secures it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll run play action. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now on 3rd down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Grab near the marker. It's Hale. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They just keep firing. That's caught. It's Hale. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Hale. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense does the work itself with the pick 6. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Pitt looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 19 over UCF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds a man on the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. A third down try for the offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Unloads it left. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Got his man. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15.
First down for the offense.
It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Georgia going back to work with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Now they got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking to throw. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Hauls it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Going to the running game. Makes a man miss. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll give it to the back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
Hold. Offense.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. The option look. Turning it on. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Second down.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a third down. Fakes to grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.